Have you ever heard stories of people who bought land at an affordable price years ago, and today that same land is worth 10 times more than the price they bought it? And you are wondering, how did they make this thing happen? It's just a simple strategy. It is called land banking. And in today's video, I'm going to explain to you how land banking works. And if you're a first-time buyer in Nigeria in diaspora, an investor planning to start land banking in 2026, then you need to watch this video till the end. My name is Omaleke Emmanuel. I'm a real estate consultant based in the city of Enugu. I create content like this to help smart individuals like you make secure and profitable real estate investments. Now, first of all, let's understand what land banking is. Land banking simply means a real estate investment strategy where an individual buys a portion of land in an developing area and then hold that property over a period of time with the intention of reselling when the value of that property must have appreciated significantly. Now, it simply means you buy a land in an emerging location, then you hold that land over a period of time, and then when the value of that land appreciates, then you can resell so that you get your capital and then the profits. And then if you are planning to start land banking, there are a few things that you need to put into consideration. The number one thing that you need to consider is that you need to identify growth corridors. That means before you even start investing or before you even buy that land, first of all, look out for places that have little or maybe not too many developments. I mean, places that have potentials for future development. So you're looking out for places where there's government projects, maybe government proposed projects, government have promised road construction, construction of schools or hospitals. So that kind of location, these are locations that we call growth corridors. They have future potentials because of the promises by the government of trying to erect significant infrastructures in those locations. So when you look out for these locations, you buy property in those locations, knowing that in the future the value of that land will appreciate significantly because they are going to be demand when infrastructure start coming up in those locations. Investors will start buying properties in those locations, and then the value of the land in that location will keep increasing because of the high demand. Number two is that you need to buy at a low entry price. If you really want to make maximum profits when investing in land banking, you need to buy at a price that is very, very much affordable, possibly buying at a pre-launch sale. So this is a time when the value of that property is at its lowest level. So when there's no major development, when the place is still not yet popular, when there are maybe very few demand in that particular property. So you go then and buy when that price is still very low. And if you buy now, the good thing about buying at this particular price is that you'll be among those that will benefit from the future appreciation because you entered at a very low entry. Number three is that you need to secure the land properly. So one of the most important things you need to consider when buying any land or when going into land banking is that you need to ensure that the documents covering the land that you are buying, they are very genuine. So you need to secure that land properly. So you're looking out for documents, especially here in the city of Enugu, you're looking out for documents like deed of assignment, register survey plan, or certificate of occupancy. I need to also verify these documents at land registry to ensure that these documents are very genuine. Also need to be sure that the land does not have any land dispute, maybe any communal dispute, or maybe any litigation. There's no court case over that property. And these are the things that you need to ensure and also verify this document before you put your money, because the value of the land that you want to buy is determined by the document covering the property. And if the documents are not genuine, you might have issues in the future. So you need to be sure of the document covering the property that you want to buy so that you avoid every possible dispute in the future. Number four is that you need to hold the land patiently. So when you want to start land banking, one of the major things that you need to have in mind is a long-term mindset. So you are considering 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, even 15 years. So you are not just buying the land with the intention of getting the profit in the next 6 months or in the next 1 year. Land banking speaks of long term, it's not short term. It's something that you are thinking of in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 20 years. And the good thing about land banking is that the more you hold that property, the more the appreciation and the more the profit that you are going to get in return. And even when you must have had that property over a long period of time, you can decide to either resell that property, you can decide to build on it, or you can even decide to pass it on as a legacy to the next generation. Finally, is it or leverage the appreciation? Now, at this point, after holding that property over a long period of time, then you can now decide to resell that property so that you can get high return on investment. Take, for instance, you bought that property when it was selling for 1 million naira, and then you were able to wait over a long period of time, and the property now rise to like 5 million naira or 10 million naira. At this point, you can now decide to sell that property so that you get your capital and then the profits. Or you can decide to build on that property depending on the development happening in that location. Maybe there's already existing schools, the other estates surrounding the property, or maybe other major infrastructures. Then at this point, you can either decide to build on that land, either for a residential purpose, or maybe for a duplex, maybe for a family purpose, or maybe you build rental apartment for cash flows. You can even decide to use the land as a collateral. That means you want a loan from the bank, then you can use that land to get a loan from the bank. Maybe you're looking for a loan of 10 million naira and the land is worth 15 million naira. Then you can leverage it as a collateral to obtain loan from the bank because you need cash. If you're a first-time buyer or an investor or even a Nigerian in diaspora and you want to start land banking here in the state of Enugu and you are looking for land that are very genuine, that are registered and that are free from government interest, are also looking for land that is very, very affordable, then just go ahead, call or WhatsApp the number showing on your screen, and I will help you make the right investment.